Right. Now we need to perform some logic. I will start by this scenario. We need to perform some logic that allows us to get only this string, right? And how will we do it? There is a no if, so I will handle now the true scenario. I will put here a comment saying that true is local trigger, false is drive. Okay. Where was no? There were nodes. I don't know why. Yeah, display node in flow. So that because it's not really. Oh, it's not appearing. I'll make it simpler. The text true, two dots, local trigger, local false, two dots, drive. Yes, much better, so that you understand what it means true and false, because in this case, we don't see what is really true, local trigger, false is drive. Great. So let's handle the first scenario. And now it's when we need to perform some logic. There is a node called JavaScript or code. Sorry, code, run custom JavaScript code, right? So this is the one that when we really don't know how to perform something, if we know enough, not really advanced JavaScript knowledge, but some knowledge, this will help us. And that will open this node, this screen, and here we have the place where we can write down JavaScript code. There are two options: run once for all items, or run once for each item. Remember that in this case we're getting only one item, but sometimes we can get several items. So the way to, well, now that's a bit complicated, and the result, it's very similar, but you can perform the operation in a for code for each block, or you can do it for each item. I prefer it like this because I see it more clearly, and it works for our situation. It works exactly the same. So remember that, and at the end of the day, you will get if you need to do some operation that takes into consideration all the nodes, all the items, and do some operation between them, you should do it here with run once for all items. But if it doesn't matter because every item it's independent from each other and doesn't need the data from the other to do anything, run once for each item, which is the case that now we are on. Okay, so there is an object, and now I want to play a little bit, and I want to do this. With console log in JavaScript, we log data that we will see on the console. What is the console? Please right click and inspect. No, sorry, here. 3 dots, more tools. You will see more tools, tools for developers. Okay, sorry, I have it in Spanish. Tools for developers. You click there and you will see this screen. Might appear on the right. It doesn't matter. If you want it on the bottom, in the 3 dots, and you select this. If you want it on the right, like this is on the right. I'll leave it there on the right better. So in this button, we clean this, and here we will see the logs that we define here. For example, I will say hello there, and if I execute this node, hello there. You see? It came from here. That's really important because it lets us see what's happening inside. So I'll do a first exercise, so that you start understanding what's happening behind the scenes. And I will log the whole $input object. I will log this $input. And here, if you write a $, it's a keyword reserved for all the JavaScript objects and properties that are defined inside this the N8N. Look at this. Code, Google Drive trigger, if these are the data of the different nodes. So if I wanted to access a different node, I should do it like this. For example, if I want to access the local file trigger, the Google Drive trigger, this is how I would do it. Okay, let's see it in action. There is nothing. There is nothing because now I'm executing the local file trigger. That's good. If I change this, if I delete this and I make the $, and I execute now the local file trigger, on the right, local file trigger, it's nothing because it has already been processed. It looks like it has been processed already, so the data was deleted. And we have run index, previous node, now JSON, $JSON, and $input. I think the $JSON, I don't remember, let me check, is the one that has all the data. $JSON has the previous input. Look at this, event add and the path, okay? Let me explore what it is, the $input. I think it has the same data than the JSON. No, context, items, params. Well, it has more data. To be honest, I don't know all of the parameters, what they refer to. And I don't know why I'm not getting the previous input. Binary execution. Let's see another. What else we have here? $. Now previous node run index, today workflow. Let's see the previous node, what we get. These are JavaScript objects. Name if, output index 0. And let me see why I'm not getting the data of the previous trigger, because I should be getting the data from the. Let's clean this because now I'm a bit confused. Local file trigger. Okay, I want to see why I was not getting. It's empty. Let me check why. Perhaps because I need to execute it again. Yeah, I think I need to, because yeah, the data was here and it has not been refreshed. I'll redo it again. I'll listen for an event. I will add a folder again. I'll cut this. I will copy it again. Sorry, I will cut it. Okay, I'll delete it and I will paste it again. Okay, now it was executed, and from here, if now I go to the, no, not here, I go back to the code and I execute the node again. No code data found. Ah, yes, I need to execute also this node because it was, since I'm doing it manually, I need to do one by one. And now from here, I'm getting an empty string. Give me a moment. This is surprising me a little bit, to be honest. I don't know why this is happening. Perhaps I need to do it the whole. I will do the same thing now in a single execution. Execute workflow. Okay, I need to copy again the file in the folder. One moment. I'll copy another one. There was an error. There was an error here. Yeah, sorry. I'll do it again. There was a syntax error. So I'll execute the whole workflow, not just node by node. I suspect that was a problem. It's listening. I paste it 3, 2, 1 now. And it was executed, but it didn't detect I couldn't catch the previous data. Well, I'll make a video about this because now this is blocking me, and anyway, I don't really need this data. And I guess if I select here, always output data, I'll try like that. If this time doesn't work, I'll forget about this and I'll check it out later, because I don't want to waste more time with this. Execute workflow. Not detected. Again. And it's not doing what I thought it should do. Well, anyway, there is alternative ways to achieve the same goal, and I'll cover this later, this mystery. Because anyway, the object that we need to work on, it's the $input. Okay, let's see what there is in the $input. Let's see what we get there. Okay, we have an item, JSON, and the path. This is what I need, the path. So $input $item.json, $input.item.json .path. Okay, fortunately, when I do put the dot, I should be, suggests me the options. Binary is the file, and JSON is this part. You see, item.json.path. Item.json.path. This is what I want to get. .path. Okay, so if I execute this now, that's it. Here we have the string. Great. So this I will put it inside but this is not necessary. They just do it to show you that it's possible to modify the object, but now this is not important. And what I want to do is say create a variable called path where I will put this. Okay, and now I want to split the path where these two backslashes are found. How can we do that? There is a property, array of items in path, called split. And we will say, okay, you need to split the string when you find these backticks. Okay, I will log it to see if it's doing what I expect it to do. Let's perform it. Look, whenever it finds, this is an array of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items, okay? And the item that I'm interested in, it's the last one. It's the last one. So I will do last item is equal to the array of items, and in an array, remember that the position, if it's the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, is the index, it's the element 5. Okay, let's log it. Last item. Let's log the last item. Last item, yeah, we got it correctly. Great, great, great. What do we need to do now? Now we need to remove the last dot. Okay, so I will put comments here now because otherwise we might lose context of what's happening. Now I remove the last dot. Okay, and here we get the last item of the array. Here we split the string by the characters. Okay, yeah, great. Let's remove the dot. How can we achieve that? similarly, we do the same than before. Last word, we make an array. We have the last item, dot split. This time, the item that needs to find for the splitting operation is the dot. Okay? Let's log it. Console.log, last word. This should be an array. If we see an array that, yeah, this is the array. And now we are not interested in the format of the file. We are only interested in the title, in the name that, remember, will be used for the title. Great. So now we get the first item that is the title. Great. So title will be last word, the first element that is in the position 0. I will log this. I will log this. Title. Yeah, outro. Great. So now we have the title, but remember, we need to remove the underscores and change them by empty strings. So finally, no, we remove the with empty strings, okay? And there is, well, first of all, this object doesn't have any underscore, so let me create one that has some sort of hi, I am a title. I created a, yeah, I created now a file called with a format that you will see it now. Okay, I will drag it. You see. Now, this is the format that we need, a file that the title has underscores. Why do I put underscores? Because, you know, sometimes with videos, if you don't put underscores, you might get problems, so, and you don't see the empty strings. So yeah, it's better like this, believe me, for all those scenarios. So if I execute this now is I'll clean the screen, and I need to copy. Okay, I'll add it again. So I'll put the node in execution mode, and I will drag now the file. Okay. Yeah, look at this. Hi, I am a title. Great. So we have the title, and now we need to split to remove. And final title is the title replace. And I don't remember all of this, okay? And by heart, probably you neither. And I will show you how to do this when I'm not there. When you are by yourself, you need to use, honestly, ChatGPT. So go to chat.openai.com, create an account, and ask to ChatGPT, how can I remove from a JavaScript string the characters and replace them with this is a, perhaps like this will understand me. And I think the replace, and it even gives us examples. I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. This tool will take me to unemployment very, very quickly. I'll need to go back to clean toilets or to the mines, to work in the mines, because look at this. Yeah, it's telling us replace the underscores by like, well, in this case, it's not exactly correct because I need empty character, not empty string, but almost. Great. So my string replace, that's what I will use. this method, okay? And these are the JavaScript methods for arrays, for strings. If you want to learn some more, but sorry, this is not a course of JavaScript, go to JavaScript W3 schools, and here you can find all the like good tutorials of how to perform actions on strings and how to perform actions on arrays. Well, this like it's quite let's see, JavaScript arrays. Functions. For example, array functions. Yeah. For example, yeah, here map. Here you have the methods related with JavaScript arrays and the methods related with strings. Okay, if you want to learn more, this is a good source, or buy another tutorial, or just use ChatGPT to help you and guide you in the process. Okay, because he's a really good teacher. Right. Let's go back, and now I want to replace. I'll try with G, and this is not. If we do this, I know what will happen. I didn't specify correctly. It's not empty string, it's empty character. So I was not prompting correctly the information to ChatGPT. But let's see. Fortunately, since we are in a testing situation and we can see the logs, we can continue trying. Ah, yes, it's good. It works. No, it's not. You see, it's putting everything together here. Okay? So, how do I solve this? By empty string. I added an empty character. I don't know if you noticed, but okay, there is an empty character here. Right? If I execute this again, I have a title now. You see, this is the title. Great. So, and this property, we add in the JSON object the property title. Okay? How do we do that? We go back. I think we don't need this anymore, so I'll close the console. Remember how to access 3 dots, more tools, tools for developers, console. And here we clean, and here you get the objects, arrays, strings, whatever you are logging inside console log. And you can get a better understanding of what is happening behind the scenes. Right, so we need to do that in $input. $input was, yeah, here, JSON, in this object, I add the property dot title equals the final title. Okay? Well, so I closed the too early because I want to see the final object. This is the final object. Okay? 3 dots, more tools, tools for developers, console. Let's see the final object that I pass. Title. You see? If I log it before, I'll copy this. Previous. Okay, I'll execute it again. Well, I'll clean this. Right. Previous object does not have the property title. The final object has the property title because we added it in this line 26. Okay? Right. I remove all the objects. Great. And yeah, we have it all. This is what will happen when, if true. I will finish all the. Yeah, I'll finish this. I'll continue. Well, this video is too long. Jesus Christ, 24 minutes. We stop here for this because it was too dense.